What is up, Karetics? And this video will be customizing the brand new Schlagen GT. Just came out today in GTA Online, January 22nd, 2019. $1.3 million. Highly anticipated vehicle from the comments that I've read. I mean, I know a lot of you really wanted this car in the game, and they finally added it in today. So here it is right here. So I parked it next to the Serrano and the Sterling GT. These are kind of like the other Mercedes in the game, well, loosely based Mercedes. This one's loosely based on the SLS, but this one obviously is highly based on the classic version. Got the Gullwing plate on there. Yeah, we are parked side by side there. And they never gave us a Serrano coupe, which really sucked. I really wanted a coupe SLS, but we got this instead, which is the newest, their newest sports car. So it's right there, very nice. So for those of you who don't know already, I'm sure many of you do already, this car is based off the Mercedes AMG GT. So the front end, the hood, the sides, pretty much the entire car is based off that car. However, when you move to the rear, you have the heat extractors there in the bumper, and that is only present on the AMG GTR, which was the more track-focused version of the AMG GT. So that's kind of cool that they have that on there. I wish it would have been a customization option for people who don't like it. I mean, I absolutely love the heat extractor, but I know there's some people that don't. That's fine. It's not too bad. And the front bumper is more towards the AMG GT than the GTR. So you're going to have to say it's kind of a combination between both. You can't really say it's just the AMG GTR. But I'm sure once you put maybe a different bumper option or whatever, then you'll be able to the conclusion there. Alright, now let's go ahead and customize it.
What she need then?
Okay, first thing here we have armor, brakes. So the first bumper here is a carbon extender. Okay, very nice. Primary, secondary. Okay, so race splitter with the support bars there and the canards. I'm not really feeling that. Competition.
If you can think
Tow
it,
hook has like main difference there, and secondary. Okay, I think I like the carbon extender. I'm not gonna go past that. I absolutely love it. Rear bumpers, carbon vents. Okay. Primary, secondary, carbon diffuse. Okay. Secondary.
making decisions is stressful.
I do like the diffuser. I just feel it's way too many lines. The diffuser just sticks out way too far for my taste. I think I'll just do the carbon vents. Chassis. Whoa, racing seats, okay. Racing seats with dials. So it removes the rearview mirror. I guess we're going here. Oh, I see. That's kind of like one of those Benny's upgrades. Racing seats with primary cage. Okay. I do like the regular seats. I don't really feel it's necessary to do racing seats on this thing. Unless you're trying to do I mean, you have an optional race car build for this. I think that's kind of cool, but it's really not what I'm going for here. Especially if there's an interior color option, you'll lose that option for the seats. But I'm gonna leave the stock seats for now, just in case we have a interior color option.
This is the kind of engine I like to work on.
Exhaust. We have a triple, kind of like the Civic Type R. What is this? Ooh, coming out the side like the Mercedes SLR McLaren. That is very cool. Out the side with a side exhaust. And look at that, they cover that section up. So like, it was never there. That's pretty cool. Competition and then competition side exhaust. Okay. Yeah, I want to do the side ones like the Mercedes SLR. That's pretty cool. With the side vent there. Very nice. Alright, let's do that.
Just don't run that thing in here.
That is very cool. Grill. Okay. Alternate grill. Double Oh, there you go. Well, there's like the AMG GT, the GTR, if you want to get closer to the factory grille. Personally, I've never really liked the factory grille of the AMG GT and the GTR. I felt that
Think long and hard.
like this one, for example, like the sideways one, I think this looks better. One that's horizontal, but this one is vertical one. I've never really been a fan of that. So I think I'm gonna stick with the stock one actually. Yeah, I don't really like the other ones. Okay. Hood, sport
Life
vents.
is
I
long
like
when
that.
you have anything.
Carbon race. An interesting looking vent. Rounded vents. I see that. Okay, with heat extractors there. Well, it's a little bit too many vents. That's a different style one. Alternate rounded. Okay. Wait, now we're getting to way too many vents. Jesus.
Do you need a drink?
Yeah, it's just too much.
Clothes
I think
or
this is
something?
plenty. These right here, the sport
Not a
vents. I
bad
don't think
job.
you need more than that. Okay, lights. Definitely some xenons
Baby's
there.
all grown up.
Liveries, okay. Red stripes. Schlagen GT. I haven't seen any videos on this. I kind of wanted to like leave it as a surprise for myself. So, okay, white stripes. Same one as this one, but in white. Okay, mosaic splash. That's interesting. Love muscle. Okay. Cherenkov.
No rush at all.
Interesting. Rim paint blue. Okay. Rim paint orange. Red abstract. Blue abstract. Okay. That's interesting. Hmm. Let me see the paint options first, and then I'll come back to that. I'm not really feeling anyone's liveries too much. Mirrors.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Primary mirrors. Carbon fiber mirrors, definitely. I like that look. Very nice. Plates, yellow and
I've got
black.
that installed for you.
Oh, I got a GT plate. I mean, unless that was made more for the Mustang. But hey, look, that kind of works too. Respray, primary. Color was definitely something I was debating. I wasn't sure what color I was going to paint it. Let's do metallic dark steel
Bodywork to
with
match
an
the
ice white
driver.
pearlescent. Wow, looks really good. I think maybe the red
Your
stripe will go
cosmetics
well
are
with
on
that.
point.
Secondary is, I guess, any of the secondary options you put. It's not changing the brake calipers, so it'd be only the secondary bumper options you put. That's all that would match with it. I guess you can get creative with this. You can maybe make the lower front splitter red or something. You do like a secondary red, but the interior isn't. There's nothing really changing. I don't see anything changing.
How many cars
So
you got in this
it'll only
garage
be those
today?
parts that you choose. Trim color. Okay, so trim color here. There, you got the seats. So yeah, that's why you don't want to change the seats. Now I'm gonna go red with this, but obviously the racing seats had red seat belts, so that would still kind of work. But if you're going blue, for example, or a different color, then it won't really work too well. Okay, do the Torino red there.
Looks almost as good as you.
Your career would go right there on the side of the door on both sides. Okay. Roof. Okay, secondary. Oh, you can do the secondary as well there. And obviously the hood as well. You can definitely mess around with this a lot. Carbon roof, I like that. Carbon alternate. Oh, that's the one with the little grooves in it. Oh yeah, let's do the carbon alternate. I
You've
like
got
that.
an eye for the stuff.
Skirts, primary, extended, secondary, carbon extended, primary race, carbon race. Okay. I like the race ones. I think the extended ones look great. I'm gonna do the carbon extended there. Spoiler. No spoiler.
Think long and
Okay.
hard.
Put the stock one, no spoiler. Now I didn't already drive it around before the video. I just wanted to make sure that the active arrow. It looks like it has an active arrow spoiler, but it actually does not work. So it does not do anything. So don't think it will. I just wanted to test it for myself to make sure, and it doesn't do anything. So oh, look at that. That's the AMG GTR spoiler. Very cool. Gotta love Rockstar. I'm glad they actually did that. And these are all the other crazy looking spoilers if you want to go with the bench seat ones. It looks like somebody got a bench seat off the park and then bolted it to the car. Okay, so definitely the AMG GTR spoiler. Love that. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're not putting that spoiler on there, you're not a true car guy. I don't know what to tell you. Unless you do the smooth ones, then I'm cool with that. But why did they do this? What if you like this one, but obviously the traction bar is maxed out, it's not showing it, but it is actually happening in the background. The spoiler does help you. They should have done no spoiler stock, and then this little one optional, so you get traction. I don't understand Rockstar sometimes. Sun strips, globe oil, power standard Benefactor, okay, terrible. Suspension, wow, it looks very well slammed, look at that. That looks amazing, okay. Transmission, turbo, wheels. I think I already have the stock wheels are nice and all, but I don't know. I wanted to go for something a little different. Or a second choice. There it is. Oh yes. Wow. Oh my gosh. The ground rights look amazing on here. It adds to the aggressive styling of the car. Jeez. That looks amazing.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
This thing looks so good. Wow. Okay. Windows. Light smoke is... not sure if I'm going to put... I put tints in the back window as well. And with those tints, you kind of hide the interior a little bit. I think I'll do the light smoke for now.
Girl is
I'll just change it later on, if anything. Okay, not too bad there. Okay guys, so I went back through the editing, and I made the secondary red, and it actually changes the tip of the AMG GTR spoiler. I did not notice that, so I'm glad I went back and I double checked, because I was making the front splitter red, and then I was making the back little vents here red to kind of match that theme. And you could really see the that tip on the spoiler in red looks absolutely amazing.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Alright, let's exit to the ground. That's everything there. Got the tip on the spoiler and everything. Wow. Let's see how she drives. Right away, sounds like the Shafter V12. A little bit, slightly different tuned exhaust note, but it sounds very similar. It's not a bad thing either. And I really love how they put a cover there for where the exhausts were the old ones, so you can do the side ones without having a ridiculous gaping hole on the back end. I like that they did that. Love that. Reminds me of the SLR McLaren. I absolutely love the side exhaust there. Now, as far as driving feel, it feels very good. Now, for those of you who don't know already, this is the only car out of the entire Arena War DLC that does not have the bumpy handling flags that make your car bounce all over the place when you go over a bump. This one drives like any normal car, you know, any older car in the game, sports car like the Pariah, you know, it drives like one of those cars. It's a very good thing. You have nighttime running lights there. And the brake lights are actually the little lines right above that there, which you can barely see. It's interesting there. You got the interior from the Spectre. I'm sure those of you who customized the Spectre before, this will be very familiar to you. Yeah, very good looking car. I like the way it drives as well. It drives kind of weird to say, but it drives a little bit like the Coquette. Well, as far as what I've driven so far. Okay, let's go ahead and open all the doors here. Go. Now, the engine bay, it looks extremely similar to the real AMG GT. You see that right there? Very similar. But all the doors open, that's really good. I guess you can call this a hatch with the way it opens. Okay. Very nice. I can't really knock this car. $1.3 million, obviously a little pricey, but compared to other things in the game, like the cost, like the Tulip that was like 710,000 or whatever it was, $1 million with upgrades. Stuff like this kind of you kind of rethink in your mind. You're like, this is not too bad compared to other stuff in the game that's very overpriced. I can tell you to not buy this, but I know the majority of you are just for the way it looks. Looks alone, the looks kind of overpower the performance and factor. So I'm gonna have to say that this is definitely a yes to buy. I highly recommend buying this one. 1.3 million is pretty expensive, but it's not too expensive like I stated before. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.